Before the break, we drove a Jaguar that reminded us of a limousine. Then we began to reflect on another Jaguar we drove that reminded us of a hot rod. The XKR was a driving experience that we don't often get to have. You know, the car is so well designed and so well engineered that it really becomes a joy to drive at any speed. It has all the performance potential of a V8 Jag and just a little bit more by the way ours was dressed up. It had the performance brake calipers, which are way too big for a street car, but there just in case you need them. The rubber that Jaguar provides for these cars is premium rubber, there's no doubt about it, but they go a little bit overkill with the XKR. Big 20-inch rims with 275/35 20 tires on it. But you'd think a tire like that and a wheel combination like that would be really chunky and make a lot of noise. Fact is, the car is virtually silent at 120 kilometers an hour over the highway. To say that the car is fast is an understatement. It's so fast and so competent and so luxurious, it's almost too much for one package. You know, to get this kind of performance and luxury, you're going to have to spend 2 or 3 times as much on something like an Aston Martin. And of all the things that have come back from Jaguar over these 15 years of their resurgence, they become more and more English as they go. Now, an English performance car is truly the definition of a big GT coupe, a grand touring coupe. The whole idea is to eat up some of the M-ways and do it competently as quick as you'd want to, and then still have the car perform well on the various laneways around Britain. That makes it a great Autobahn car. It also makes it a great country road car in Germany, in France, in Austria, in Italy. There's a lot of different places to use a car like this in Europe, and just a few to use it properly here in North America. And almost every position we put it in, it's performed brilliantly. The sound of these cars is actually engineered from the intake side all the way to the exhaust side. Jaguar's proprietary exhaust is called acoustic exhaust, which is just a hoity-toity way of saying, we're going to make this thing sound as badass as we possibly can. And what in the world could be wrong with that? Just like all the V8 Jags with this fly-by-wire transmission, they perform more like a 6-speed car than any automatic that you've ever driven. All the way down to blipping with the downshifts, which is just fantastic. They've come a long way in a short period of time, all in aluminum, all well sorted out, and all totally programmable from inside the cockpit. You can go from sport to luxury mode, and the thing makes about 8.6 liters per 100 kilometers driven on highway speeds. That's fantastic for a car with an engine of this size. You know, there's a certain amount of posability in any luxury car like this. Let's say you show up in a Lamborghini. Well, everybody knows that you've got a lot of money and you like orange, wild-looking cars. Certainly when you show up in one of these Jaguars, especially this XKR in black, you know, you're making a statement about yourself, definitely, that yeah, you've got a lot of money. You're going to have to shell out about $110,000 for one of these, but you're also showing that you have a certain amount of style. There would also be a fantastic put your helmet on, take it out to the track for one-day machine. There's performance potential in this car that you're never going to find on the open road and stay even close to being lawful. Corvette is a fantastic car, for example. So is a Ferrari 430. But can you live with it every day? Not really. The ride's a bit chippy, the thing is kind of stiff, and driving it every day, well, not many people do. But here is a GT car that you can definitely drive every day. In fact, I would get out of bed 20 minutes earlier just to drive the car. And any car that gives you that option certainly is a car that has caught my interest. So, do you need a car like this? Maybe if you're jonesing for that perfect GT experience, maybe you need it, but do you want it? Oh man, every one more than the last. I want a car like this.